Nurse?
His heart is beating too slow, so we're gonna see what the doctor thinks, okay?
Hindi ko na-record na to. Hindi na-record. Wala lagi.
Mr. Haley, can you hear me? He's unresponsive.
He's in VFib. Lenore, get the pass on, get ready to shot. Mark, start chest compressions.
Man, I really don't want my son to see this. Is there anywhere I can take him?
Absolutely. If you'd like, I can show you the family waiting room.
Okay, let's go.
Pads on. Charging. Clear. Shocking. Shock delivered.
Resume compressions. Dana, you're recording.
Recording.
Sam, you're managing the airway. Lenora, have you managed to establish an IV?
No, I'm not able to get IV access.
Okay, Carla, let's move to IO.
Moving to IO access.
We'll continue CPR for 2 more minutes, and then we'll evaluate to see if we need additional shots. In the meantime, Carla, can you prepare 1 milligram of epinephrine, but don't give it until I say so.
Preparing 1 milligram of epinephrine, and we'll wait for your order to give it. Right, 2 minutes.
Full compressions. Switch until I say so.
Preparing 1 milligram of epinephrine, and
Minutes, and then we'll evaluate to see if we need additional shots. In the meantime, Carla, can you prepare 1 milligram of epinephrine, but don't give it until I say so.
I like this device. This is something not that much expensive actually, and they are going to give above the chest, and see the one compressing will compress this one. This one will give a sound that you are doing good compression, and at the same time they will give a light. If you are not doing good compression, it will not be activated. So everybody will know that he's doing or not. It's very nice. Still we are asking from where we can get. It's very simple. I don't think it's, according to my friends, it's not that much expensive, yani. So we can get it at least in the ICU and in the ER, the most important, yani. Still we'll see.
اللايت الأصفر هذا.
لا لا لا. There is light will come during that time, and there is sound like the mannequin. If you are not doing with this sound, it means you are not doing compression like that. So it's nice. See,
preparing 1 milligram of
sound is
epinephrine,
coming
and
all the
we'll
time.
wait for your order to give it. Right, 2 minutes.
Full compressions. Switch compressors. He's still in VFib. Continue compressions. Let's get ready to shock again.
Charging at 200 joules. Clear. Shocking. Shock delivered.
Resume compressions. Okay, Carla, go ahead and deliver that IV now.
Delivering 1 milligram of epinephrine. And the IO is flushed.
Great. We delivered 2 shots and 1 milligram of epinephrine. If the patient's still in VFib at the next rhythm check, then the next medication to consider is amiodarone.
See, that's the plan. Everybody should know it. And what will happen with our code here? The problem is what nobody is respecting the team members. He is working alone. Whatever he is doing. خلاص. It shouldn't be. It should be the people will know. For example, we give now 2 shots. I will give 3 shots. So we have to give like this. After the first shot, we'll give like this. If it's still persistent, I will give like this. And then the person who is helping you is already aware what you have to prepare now, what's the expectation, what's going to happen, like that. So this is one of the things, summary, re-evaluate all the time.
So Carla, go ahead and prepare 300 milligrams of amiodarone, but don't give it until I tell you.
Preparing 300 milligrams of amiodarone, and we'll wait for your order to get it. Right, 2 minutes.
Okay, let's analyze. Switch compressors. Looks like the patient's in persistent VFib. Resume compressions. Resume compressions.
Charging. Clear. Shocking. Shock delivered.
Continue compressions.
Do you want to get...
See here, remember, he will give the shock, still you are compressing, صح? He will stop after he will check, خلاص, still resume compression. The patient is VF for another shock. He will resume compression, but then he will tell you clear, so you will be removed automatic. But then after he will give the shock, he will tell you again what? Resume compression. Never the patient without compression. Never. So all the time, whenever it is, just remember patients على طول should be with compression all the time. Okay?
The amiodarone now?
Thanks, Dana. Carla, go ahead and give that amiodarone now.
spraying 300 milligrams of amiodarone. And the IO is flushed.
Great. We've delivered 3 shocks. After the second shock, we gave 1 milligram of epinephrine. We just gave 300 milligrams of amiodarone. Go ahead, Carla, and prepare another milligram of epinephrine, and I want to intubate.
Got it.
2 minutes.
Let's analyze. Switch compressors.
When to intubate in the VF? طبعا what happened in all the codes, either here or other hospital, the people will go there and sometimes the leader or anesthetist. So the first thing you have to do is he will go and intubate, which is wrong. Why? Because as we said before, the priority here is what? High quality CPR and the DC shock. So the first thing you have to do is ammo bagging. If the patient is VF, I have to do good high quality CPR and I have to give shock. When I have to go for intubation, if ever the saturation of the patient is down. For example, is 90, 91, 92, okay, I will intubate. Why? Because intubation for sure is going to interfere with the sequence of the CPR. So before I will do this, I have to know that it's indicated. If it's not indicated and the saturation is very good on the ammo bag, no need to do it. Okay?
Dr. Saad, he gave amiodarone 3 milligram then epinephrine.
300.
300 but then epinephrine. Why not give amiodarone 150?
You can, how I said before, it's not a must to give 150. You can give 150, you can give epinephrine. Stop. It's not a must. Nobody said it's a must after the 4th shot, then I will give.
If I give epinephrine, the second one will be amiodarone.
لا خلاص. If you give epinephrine means ما في amiodarone anymore.
Yes.
That means for you it's enough the 300 you get. Then after this you may go to sodium bicarb because by that time you will be the 5th cycles, which is 10 minutes. 10 minutes means I will go to the bicarb. Some like people sometimes they prefer to give the epinephrine in the not now because he will tell I want epinephrine after 5 minutes, for example. So after the second shot, he will wait for 5 minutes. 5 minutes mean 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So I will go into the 5th one, not the 4th one. Sometimes he wants after 3 minutes because we told 3 to 5 minutes. So it's the same. Yeah.
We have sinus bradycardia. Do you have a pulse? No, I don't feel one. Continue chest compression.
That's what I told you. Number 1, do not diagnose. If rhythm change, okay, I will check the pulse first. I will not diagnose anything. Whatever is there, let him be there. I will check first. There is pulse with compression. There is pulse. Okay, khalas. That is the time I have to diagnose. And when there is pulse, what you have to tell? First thing, stop CPR. That is number 1. بعدين I will analyze. But after I will analyze, I will tell what is the blood pressure, what saturation. Then, what's my algorithm? Okay?
Questions? All right, let's review the reversible causes by considering the H's and T's.
He came in with chest discomfort. Could it be coronary thrombosis?
That's what I'm thinking. Everything seems to suggest systemic.
Patient was also hypertensive on presentation. What pericardial tamponade?
Good idea. Let's check a quick ultrasound.
2 minutes.
Let's analyze. Switch compressors. The monitor now shows sinus tachycardia. Capno just went to 40. Sam, do you have a pulse?
Yes, I've got a rapid weak pulse.
Okay, great. Let's initiate immediate post-cardiac arrest care. We check to see if the patient is breathing and responsive. Lenora,
Speed
I
on
need
the
a
finger.
complete set of vitals and labs.
Patient's still responsive. No, he's
You finish the VF, for example, after 8 minutes or whatever. You finish after 10 minutes. You have to give bicarb. The patient was with pulse. Here, the bicarb, it will not be fast. Here, the bicarb will be over 1 hour. Khalas? Because the patient is having a pulse. So you should not give the sodium bicarb fast. Type, I have EBG or not? I don't have. So how much I'm going to give? I'm going to give 1 to 1.5. Type, the patient is intubated or not? Not intubated. I have to intubate first. See? Bicarb is very important. I will never give bicarb except the patient either intubated or the EBG is declaring for me that the CO2 is in a normal range. Okay? When I went, the patient was after 10 minutes of CPR, and I checked the patient, he is not breathing, but he has pulse, good blood pressure, everything is okay. Intubate. And this tube had to be removed before 24 hours, even though whatever happened to the patients. Medically, you are not supposed to remove the tube except after 24 hours. So this is in the post-care. And in the post-care, the most important for us is hypothermia. This is the most important, 32 to 34. For how long? For 12 to 24 hours. If I told you hypotension post-care, again, dopamine is 5 to 10 or epinephrine is 0.1 to 0.5. Okay?
Still not breathing.
Okay, continue ventilating.
Patient has a blood pressure of 82/40 with a heart rate of 130.
He's hypotensive. Let's get him another liter of saline. Lenora, can I get a 12-lead ECG, please?
Here, he went into what? He went into hypotension gradient. So the first thing is chest is clear. وبعدين he will give saline. Okay?
And let's check the patient's temperature and initiate targeted temperature management protocol. O2 saturation is 96%, and blood pressure is up to 110/70 now.
Your 12 lead.
He is a STEMI. Mark, call the cath lab and let them know that we have a STEMI patient that just had ROSC after cardiac arrest. Let them know that the patient is now hemodynamically stable, and we've initiated targeted temperature management.
The return of spontaneous circulation, or ROSC, is not the end of the cardiac arrest protocol. Targeted temperature management, previously known as therapeutic hypothermia, is the only intervention that has been shown to improve neurologic recovery after cardiac arrest and ROSC. The resuscitation team should consider inducing targeted temperature management for any patient who remains comatose after ROSC. The AHA recommends cooling to a target temperature of 32 to 36 degrees Celsius for at least 24 hours. More scientific studies show that survival rates improve significantly with a comprehensive system of post-cardiac arrest care. It's important to know your local system's plan for the management of post-cardiac arrest patients. Combining your knowledge of essential arrest skills with effective team dynamics can give your team a better chance of success with every resuscitation attempt.
Okay, so this was the one you have to do the same again. See the guy how confident he was. He's talking in a very clear voice, not murmuring and whispering as it's a secret there. Then all the time he is